We're back.
We're back. Another podcast of Foo-ology. It's June 10th, 4:20. Funny enough.
Oh yeah, it's 4:23 p.m. We're chilling here. Man, it's crazy times, bro. It's have you guys been keeping up with everything that's been happening with fucking?
I'm over here trying to hide from life.
We're out here in the middle of nowhere.
I'm under the bridge right now. If they come, I'm gonna swim in the water, bro. Like they're gonna catch me underwater, my boy.
You got all your escapes out here, bro.
Yeah, man. Wow, that's crazy though, bro.
But yeah. I mean, man, people are in this high state of fear, and honestly, that's how they want you to be. They want you to be scared. They want you to be, worried because they're trying to put that energy out there. They're trying to put that dictatorship sort of energy out into the people, and all that shit is, man, it's all fake. It's all a big lie. As long as you see through the bullshit, bro, you'll be fine. Like no matter what side of the spectrum you're on, like both sides probably they don't like us either way. Bro.
Yeah. That is true, bro. They're like, man, fuck these fools. And it's funny though, they as smart as you are, as right or left you are, extremist, whatever, you're just a pawn in their game, bro. Like I consider myself independent, bro. I don't trust any right or left, bro, because they always want you divided. They always want to put this side is worse than this side, and you just feed into that shit. And you're like, you know what? I'm going for this side because this is more of my rules, my understanding, my morals. This is my side right here. But at the same time, they're just fucking playing you, bro. Because if it was fair, there'd be more. This country would be more safer, bro. Like not even safer. It's less corruption. And they say we get a lot of backlash on like, oh yeah, Mexico's the next Dubai. Nah, bro. Over there in Mexico, you see corruption right there in your face. Here is in a bigger level, bro. It's people in the suits that are keeping it 100 with them, bro. Not with us, bro. Not with the people, you know?
That's true.
So it's like the corruption here is in a higher level that you don't see. And you think we're good here because you see it like, all right, you get arrested, or you can't convince this cop to persuade this cop to give you give this full money, your ass is going to jail. But over here in the the political game, bro, I'm getting really excited. That's why I'm going like that left and right, bro. Like I need to calm down, bro. But anyways, out here it's like people in the suits rule the game, bro, and they just want you to keep fighting and just dividing you way more. And it's working so good, bro. It's working right now so good that people are just rioting like crazy right now in LA and I don't even other fucking states. But why are they always doing this shit, bro? Why always like this happened in the beginning of Trump's when Trump was president. The first month was okay. The second month was that there's like all these ratings, ICE, they were arresting all these people here, but now it's like they're going like it's like if we're fucking terrorists here, bro. Like they have like ICE checkpoints on the freeways in Orange County. Like the streets are hella empty right now, bro. They're hella empty right now, and I feel like fear is a good game in their end because you're seeing it. You're seeing it, bro.
That's a fact.
People are not going outside right now. People are staying home, and they love this because the more fear you have, the bigger energy they get off of you, bro. It's
that's like a spiritual warfare too, Yeah,
it's like the Monster Inc. game, like with the kids, bro. Like the more fear you get, the more high you get, bro. And their views, bro. And they're like, all right, we're gonna be threatening these motherfuckers. All right, we're gonna get these fools and make them scared and making them not go outside. And if they do come outside, we're gonna arrest you. And it's just like, bro, it feels like you don't even belong here in the first place, bro. You know, it makes you feel like that. It makes you feel like they don't want you here, and you're just doing some good shit. You're working, doing your normal shit. You're not no felon. You're not a convicted rapist or any of that bullshit. You know, bleep that out because I know these fools be keystringing in that shit, bro. But it's like, bro, you're just being a good citizen, and they're trying to make you be like, no. You do something, your ass is you're getting deported, bro. Even friends, bro, that are fucking American citizens, bro, they're scared to even go outside, bro, just because of the skin of their color, bro. You know? That's some bullshit, man. But they're just playing this shit, bro. What do you think about that shit, man?
Now, yeah, I've heard a lot of people who they have papers, they have everything, but they're buying into the whole fear propaganda thing, and then the people are like, man, I'm afraid to even go outside, and or I think they're gonna take me too, even, and then I'm like, you know what? That's kind of how they want you to be. And if you look at there's like two different, for what's going on right now with Trump and with what he's doing with the National Guard, and they're making this whole narrative about like LA and all this kind of stuff, but there are two big conspiracy theories in regard to what's going on right now, and one of them is a big distraction. I think that's the main one, because if you look at what's going on with what Epstein, the Trump Epstein thing, like they know how media works, they know how to play media, and they know what they're doing, bro. So they know, all right, we're gonna make the fucking poor people fight against each other, and then we're gonna distract them all, right? So that whole story only lasted one day. The next day, Trump did that whole crazy shit. Oh, we're gonna go after all the illegals. We're gonna start all this kind of shit to create a huge distraction from whatever's going on.
Damn.
It's like immediately, bro. That story did not even last one day on the headlines until he did this crazy shit, and now that's all everybody's been talking about. When they split off from Elon Musk, and he got accused of that, which is a whole nother story too, because think about the timing of it too, because when that tweet dropped on Joe Rogan's podcast, which is the biggest platform on the internet, basically, one of the biggest platform, if not the biggest platform, where things actually move. If you say something on that podcast, it'll affect everything, culture, stock market. When Elon Musk smoked the fucking some weed on his podcast,
the tobacco with weed,
the blunt. When he smoked the blunt on the podcast, his stock went down like billions of dollars. So it's like,
that's crazy.
That podcast has so much power and influence that they know. They timed it. So when they're like, oh, so this guy, the FBI director, is going to be on Joe Rogan's podcast. All right, so I don't know what kind of play they're making there with him. I don't know if they're testing him. I don't know what they're doing, but he dropped it right in the middle of that podcast. And you see this guy like, oh, that's out of my lane. That's out of my lane. Yeah, you're the FBI director, and that's out of your fucking lane, bro. What?
Damn, bro, that is fucking crazy too, bro.
Think about that shit, bro.
And I think you're right. They had that fool on the podcast just to make sure, like, if he was
maybe they're testing him,
quote unquote. Yeah, they're testing him, like if he's good or not, you know. But his actions will speak later on, you know, like what he does with all this shit. Like you see their actions, and that's why they probably had that fool just to test him out, get a little taste from him how he is, bro.
Maybe so. Maybe it's all a show. Maybe they're acting, bro. Yeah, I don't know.
I think.
You think it's an act? You think Elon and Trump are fighting? You think that's an act? Or you think it's a political game? Or do you think that they really have beef?
No, I think they. I think that's they're playing. They're playing, bro. Because, you know, they were your boy, Elon Musk, man. That fool supported Trump in his elections, so that skyrocketed him to the max, bro. Because he has all, you know, he has.
When he went on I think he became president because of the Joe Rogan interview with Elon Musk.
And then he went, he was first with Elon Musk because they tried to assassinate Trump. So Elon Musk was like, hey, I don't like this. Like, my full support on Donald Trump, you know? And then he said that. And then Elon Musk is good friends with Joe Rogan. So Joe Rogan, Elon Musk must have contacted Joe Rogan and be like, "Hey, we got to get Donald on the podcast, bro." And then he had him on the podcast of some political bullshit, bro.
Yeah, I think Joe Rogan's an interesting character because I think his upbringing or how he came up, he was always very conspiracy minded. He was always doing very conspiracy things. And then at a certain point, I don't know if it's age. I don't know if they just get older.
It's probably age, bro.
And then they just kind of switch more conservative, which happens with everybody.
Yeah.
When everybody gets a little older, they lean more conservative, and that's just how life kind of happens. But
that's true, bro. Because he was saying that his parents were hippies and they're big time Democrats and they were for the people. And then he was in LA and he started to see like all these fucking things that they were doing. Like they started like supporting all this other shit, and they had like bums or homeless people like taking advantage of all these other shit. And then and then he just got fed up with all that bullshit and he just moved to Texas, bro. And then when you obviously in Texas, wait, what else was Texas, bro? They're red, bro.
All right, so that's a good topic though. Oh shit, we're just going all over the place though, because there's certain points I wanted to hit with this, and then we'll get into So all right, so we'll talk about the ice stuff first, just before I get too ahead of myself, just to finish these points.
Yeah.
Because I do know that the first conspiracy is Elon and Trump, right? So Elon and Trump, either they're playing people or they're not. Who knows, right? I wouldn't trust them either way. Honestly, I think this whole ICE shit is a big distraction from what they're doing. But it hits multiple birds with one stone, because there's a whole surveillance technology that they're trying to put out, which is called Palantir. And Palantir is actually owned by one of the guys who founded PayPal, and Elon Musk also founded PayPal. So this is one of Elon Musk's friends or associates.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
That founded this company. This guy's obviously very wealthy and he has a lot of influence, and they say that this guy has been inviting a lot of very prominent media figures into his house for dinners and things like that. So maybe he could potentially be paying people off to speak a different narrative, right? So this is what Tim Dillon said, this another comedian, who said he's been invited to those parties, he's been invited to dinner at his house to speak a certain narrative. But basically what Palantir is, as far as I know, it's like, I guess it could be like, you could call it like an algorithm, like a database of information on every single person. So they have all your information with your phone, with your contact list, anybody you've been around. When you take a picture, they know where you're at. They know they know all your data. Basically, it's a wrap for everybody. So that's what Palantir is. And it not only is it know everything about you and your phone and all your contact lists and everybody you're hanging around at any point in time, it also knows like it can predict using complex, algorithms. It can predict where crimes are going to happen, where certain activities are going to happen. So now, before anything even happens, you can even be discriminated, and people can be out to get you. People could be looking for you, even if you haven't done anything, because the algorithm says, oh, you might commit a crime at this point in time. So that's like a whole different level of surveillance, which is anti-human. Honestly, it's like anti-human because it's purely based on algorithm. It's purely based on like dictatorship, authoritarianism, and it's like it creates a really weird world at that point, bro. Like this is not a human world, bro. Yeah, you have no privacy. You're not even a human. You're just a fucking random little robot, and they have control over you, every aspect of you, and they're even predicting what the next move. And if you're really a human, if you're really a true awakened person, nobody can predict your next move, bro. Not even an algorithm. So they're trying to make everybody into just a robot. So this is wild. This is what they're setting up, and that's why with all these LA riots, which they're not even riots, bro. Like a lot of that shit was planted. They wanted people to riot, but people haven't been rioting really. Like people just been protesting, and most of the riots you see in LA, it's within like a few blocks. The whole city is calm. Actually, my sister lives there, and she like it's like everything is calm. It's only the media is trying to make it seem like it's a huge deal within like a few blocks, and it's not even like that crazy. Like, they make it seem worse than it is because the media, because they're trying to push a media narrative. They're trying to make it seem like LA's on fire, the world is on fire. We got to get the Marines in there. We got to get the fucking order and control. It's not that bad, bro. Like, they're trying to push that like that level that people can accept. Like they're moving the goalposts, what they call it. It's like, people will accept more and more control into their lives by the government when bad shit happens. Yeah. They put fear into them. Yeah. So all this fear going into people, they're like, oh no, we need the Marines to come in. Oh, we need Trump. We need these heroes to come in. And they're like, no, they're playing you like a fucking fiddle, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, and just like in my opinion too, bro. Like, I was thinking about this too, and I want to re-say this again, bro. And from our understanding, bro, we're not fucking left or we're not fucking right, bro. We're independent. We think for our own selves because we do not trust left or right. They're part of the same fucking party. They have political parties, bro.
They're all
like
friends.
Every year. They're all friends, bro. Like, if you haven't seen it, there's a bunch of videos that they have parties of like, oh yeah, this politician did this and that, bro. They're all part of the same group, bro. It's like if you have a fucking like a backstabbing friend, you're in a wrestling team, and you know this fool did it dirty, but you still celebrate with this fool because he's part of your team.
Exactly.
It's the same shit, bro. But you know, as smart as you are, or as dumb as you are, they try to put this picture like you got to be this side. My morals are more on this side because of this and this and whatever. But you don't look at the bigger picture that you're just a pawn in the game, like we were talking about in the beginning. Like, they just want you to be that side because they want to keep you divided. They want to make you think that these fools aren't the other side is not your teammates, bro. They're your enemies. And the more they do that, the more they're gonna separate everybody. And it's working really well because also I was thinking, bro, where do you think these elites, the people that can rule the world, where do you think they live, bro? In Mars or what, bro? Like, you know, that's what I was thinking too. I'm like, where do these fools live, bro? And if you Google them, you will definitely not find them because they rule they tell the CEO of Google, bro, you put my name on there.
Block my address.
Yeah, you put my name on that shit, your ass is done, bro. And nobody's gonna ever remember your ass because I'll send people to go fucking kill your ass, bro. That's why it's like the Jeffrey Epstein, the Michael Jackson, all this other shit, bro. The Tupac, Biggie, all them others, bro. They don't know what happened to them, bro. Why not? Fool, this is America. This is supposed to be the safest country in the world, right? But they don't fucking they don't give details of like this and that, bro, because it's supposedly confidential. You know?
I know, man.
It's like when you get to a level 2 like that, bro, it's like you can't really trust them, bro, like that, bro. Because if they did, they found out who was on the Jeffrey. Why don't they raided they had the FBI at fucking Diddy's fucking mansion. They had the FBI in downtown LA because all these, they supposedly said, they said, they literally, bro, I don't know if you saw.
The FBI on some random dude throwing rocks at the cars, right? So some random guy with a mask throwing rocks at the cars, they got the FBI on there. But you got the FBI director on Joe Rogan saying, full Epstein files is out of my list.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro, like they had the FBI ratings in downtown LA. I could be wrong, I'm not sure, but they had them supposedly in a factory where they made clothes, right? Downtown LA, they had the whole block fucking secured to the max, bro. People were rioting, whatever, and also too rioting. there's a lot of bad people that take advantage of that because they'll be like smashing into all these other companies that have no business in that shit, but they just want to steal shit, bro.
Yeah,
that's the fucked up thing too, right there. They'll be tagging it up. They have small businesses that are trying to make it, and they just ruin it. That's a really bad thing. That's a really makes us look bad too, But
yeah, it doesn't help. No,
it does not. Yeah, it doesn't really help. It makes things worse. That's why the National Guards were there, and then Trump was saying that, I need the government, the governor's permission to send National Guards to this state, but he did it anyways, bro. So he's also breaking up some other shit. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, you don't want to throw rocks at fucking cops, bro. That is just the dumbest shit ever. You're gonna get killed. You're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get arrested. You don't want to do that shit. And going back on that FBI, the FBI.
Yeah, we got that sick ass.
Jeffrey Epstein plane, bro.
His plane.
Going back on the FBI rating, I'll bet you fucking $1 million that they'll give you a description on Google why there was ratings on downtown LA, the FBI ratings. They'll give you a whole status, bro, a whole story of why they rated them and why there were all these blocks rated in LA, but yet when you go to the Jeffrey Epstein shit, everything is silent, bro. They don't tell you nothing, bro. They don't tell you like, all right, go to the FBI website. All right, this was found in the Jeffrey Epstein, the Diddy. What happened with that, bro? What happened with that shit, bro? They have nothing with that, bro. And like they said, like the Diddy shit, you could make, bro, that would have billions of views on Netflix if someone made the trials of this knucklehead of his mansion, all these videos. And how come they didn't, bro? They have supposedly this guy had cameras in every room, his living room, the outside room. You couldn't take your phones, but he still had cameras everywhere, surveillance everywhere to the max. But yet, there's no video of nothing, bro.
Who did you learn from, do you think?
He learned it from, they said that one of the Colombian pictures or Colombian producers of music, that he taught it from him, and now he came out to be bi because supposedly he got taken advantage of when he was there, bro, like at that level. And then the one that dude that he be doing it with did the same shit. And they be taking care of like, these supposedly like you could block this out like kids, bro. They were doing this shit with kids, bro, and he learned it from them. And once your mind is in that sick shit, bro, you think you can get away with anything just because you have money. But there's always a light to the tunnel, bro. Like there's always that good that is gonna come up and it's gonna fucking keister you, bro. And no matter how much bad shit you did, that shit's gonna come to you, bro. Especially if you mess around with vulnerable people. And we got Diddy over here sending planes over here.
We got the National Guard coming in. Oh shit, man. Well, you know what? That's a good point.
But yeah, like, you can just literally see it, bro. You don't have to be smart as your IQ, whatever. You don't have to be really smart. Bro, just look at Justin Bieber's record. Like, when he was a kid, a teenager, you could just see the vibe of P. Diddy, bro, or Diddy, bro. Like Diddy, like, hey, you're gonna come with me? Like, this guy's driving a Lamborghini. He's only this many years old, and he's having a good time. But you could see that this fool was hurting, bro. Like, he didn't want to be around this fool, bro. And this fool was fucking doing, and I believe that to the core of my fucking debt, bro, whatever, bro. I believe that this fool did some shit to that fool. That's why these fools be on drugs. They be fucking on therapy, and therapy doesn't even help them.
And they're
bro.
throwing the subliminal messages nowadays too.
Yeah.
You see that? You see the post that if you look at Justin Bieber's post, he does a lot of subliminal messages. He like posts, what did he post? He's eating pizza. That he was eating pizza like in with the surveillance camera filter.
Yeah, I seen that. Oh yeah, I seen that. Yeah,
he posted that, and it's like, well, if you don't know about the pizza narrative, like
The meaning of eating a pizza.
The meaning of pizza. Yeah.
It's you're gonna have to bleep this too, bro. But it's like more of the pedophile pedo shit, bro. It's like even if you look at everybody's favorite movie, Christmas movie, Home Alone, when I don't know that dude's names. I'm bad with names, but
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, there's a scene where he says a large pizza just for me.
A large cheese
pizza just for me. And why do they say that, bro? And he said that in the second when he went to New York, bro. In the first one, they had a pizza party, bro. They had a mean old pizza party. They had a big pizza party, bro. They had like 10 pizzas there. And why is the meaning of that, bro? Because they want you to know there's a meaning, so they don't get that bad karma, and they're just trying to show you, bro. Like, hey, we told these guys already. It's up to them to decide what they want to believe in.
That's a fact right there, man.
And that is really sad because also too, it's America's #1 for the most the bleep this thing, the keister. You could obviously you bleep it out, right? It's a child porn way.
Oh, child trafficking, basically.
Yeah, it's #1, bro, and it's a fact. It's a fact, bro. 80% or some shit like that. It's a really high rating. And why are they doing that, bro? Like, you know what? You're gonna get really bad karma for doing that bullshit, bro. Because when you do dirty shit like that, there's always a repercussion. And it could not be from like these politicians or whatever it is. But there's someone always looking that's going to send a comment to where we live, bro. The U.S., like, all right, you guys are doing this shit, something's going to happen, bro. It has to, bro. Well, because there's a balance, right?
Yeah, I think I agree.
But
that whole pizza thing, yeah, it's weird that they use it. And if you look at the online, you watch clips on like Ellen show and like the reality shows, bro, they'll be talking about that shit all the time. They'll be talking about that pizza shit. They'll be talking about, oh, my favorite thing is pizza.
And not even that, bro.
It's like strange. It's like really weird the way they do it too.
Yeah, and I follow all these pedo catchers way, like a bunch of YouTubers that be catching all these fools, and they'll be like, when they call 911, you know what they say?
What is it?
They say, can you call the pizza man? It's time for pizza. They do that.
God.
I seen these, bro. Chris Hansen, all these
they say that
trilogy, some shit like that. Media, a bunch of all these YouTubers I watch, they say it's time to call pizza. However, bro, trust me,
the
man.
Pizza man. That's when they call the cops.
It's time to call pizza. Or you want some pizza? They call the cops and then they come, bro.
So yeah.
So it's like a reflection of like, all right, I'm time to get your ass, bro.
Yeah, there's a famous. I think there's a famous. Document. I don't know if it's on. I don't know where they got it online or whatever, but they say at one of these political parties they got the fucking they ordered like $65,000 of pizza or some shit.
No way, yeah.
Yeah, one of these politicians' parties.
Yeah,
but yeah, man, this is You want to take a pause or move it up?
Yeah, let's
move up a bit.
Yeah, move up.
All right, we're back. We just took a quick break, and no, but that I forgot what we've been talking about. We were talking about the.
I think my last point was talking about fuck.
I think we were talking about the Elon Musk and the Trump shit. I don't know if we finished our points on that one because I think we got interrupted by something. But yeah, basically, with the Elon and Trump shit, it's a big distraction. Like, don't fall for it. There's a good post that I came across. If you guys follow a Manifesto Radio podcast, he always be posting some badass shit. It's a good podcast to listen to, interesting stuff. But he posted one where like the Spider-Man meme where all the Spider-Mans are looking at each other.
Oh yeah.
And it's like every Spider-Man is a different branch of like the government and the society, and they're all basically Mexicans. They're all named Hernandez. So it's like all the Spider-Mans are named a Spanish name, which will stand for Mexicans basically, and they're all like pointing at each other, fighting each other. Meanwhile, all the rich people are distracting you, right? So it's like basically they create a big distraction for the right wingers and the left wingers, Mexicans, neighbors, all the regular people, common people to fight each other. Meanwhile, they rob you blind, they lie to you, they keep you distracted, they keep you under fear and surveillance. So just remember that point, because I like to make clips and I always put the Trump and the Epstein thing. Whatever happens with that, it happens. But I like to remind you that they're all part of the same group. You know, you have to remember that. Your neighbor's not your enemy. Right wing, left wing, trans, Trump or whatever, they're not your enemy. Your enemy is the people making you fight each other. You know, that's a fact right there.
That's a damn fact right there.
You're all more alike than different.
Exactly, bro. That's just damn, bro. That's crazy. Yeah. Also, too, it's like going back with John F. Kennedy, bro. He said that never trust the government in his own words, bro. And
Yeah.
I don't know what he said, but it got him killed, unfortunately. And we'll probably never have a president like that because he was in the higher interest of the human race, Americans, bro. His country. He was trying to raise them. Like, even if you go back and you see, you go to high school or even intermediate, bro, you had PE class, right? You wanted everybody to be fit. You wanted everybody to be healthy. And once this dude died, this thing just went haywire, bro. Like, now it's like, if you do this, you get sued for pushing someone, bro. Come on, bro.
You know
like,
what?
You're trying to make you're trying to make your people better than you, bro, you know? And people don't like that. Other countries don't like that. And people that rule the world, I don't know what country they're from, but I could tell you that they don't really like you talking about the truth. Because if you talk about the truth, we have a problem. And he would always tell it how it was. And look what happened to him. He got shot in sadly, Texas, right? Yeah, right. He got shot in the head in Texas, bro.
That's crazy. That's
and supposedly they found him, and it was this guy, but supposedly he's a former CIA agent or whatever the fuck he was, bro. But a lot of conspiracies with that. But yeah, in my opinion, I don't even know if we'll ever have a good president like that ever again. That's why I honestly don't even trust the left or right, bro. Like I said, we're independent. Honestly, we don't give a fuck what side you are from, bro. Like, we don't really care what side you're from. We judge you from your character, your personality, how you are as a person. That's what you're supposed to be judged someone for. If they're fucking assholes, then you know they're assholes, right? And if they're good people, they're good people. But in my opinion, if you're right, left, whatever, I'm not gonna judge you because you vote for Trump or you vote for Biden, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, we don't give a fuck. Do your thing. This is life, bro. It's a free country, bro. You could do whatever the fuck. Free will. But I will judge you on how you treat other people. You know. And if and there's a lot of fucking scumbags out here that will take advantage of good people, and it's always an eye-opening when someone ever tells you, like, hey, this guy's taking advantage of you, and then you know, like, watch out more on this dude or whatever here. But that's always good to have people around like that, bro, because you don't know, they could bust something they have something in their bag, bro. Like, they'll be like, they see your weakness, supposedly weakness, being too kind, bro, being too kind, and they take you that as dumb. You're like, you're dumb, you're weak, but at the same time, it's like, all right, once you see that, all right, it's time to call you out on that, like, straight up, bro. And that's all I gotta say about that.
That's a fact. No, that's true. I agree. That's like. That's how they see Mexicans. I think that's how United States sees Mexicans. And even in my experience in the workforce and things like that, they see us as kind of like we're dumb, but we're not dumb. We just have our own values. Like, in regard to, like, how that fits into the United States values, for them it's like we're dumb, but for us it's like you're dumb. Like, you know what I'm saying?
We
We think they're dumb because they are the ones, like, committing suicide because they're depressed, and even if they have you have all the material wealth, but you have the highest fucking school shooters and suicide rates because you have nobody to really believe. Like your whole mind is too messed up. You think it's like, you think the world is worse than it is, and and in reality, it's all comes from you.
Yeah.
Like if you're good, then the world is good. Obviously, there's practical things. There's people who are on a different level of mind that you have to deal with them in a certain way, but you're not dumb just for being like a chill person. Like for following the right values, you're not an idiot. But people will want to take advantage of you because they think you're dumb. They think you don't know the truth. And the reality of it is that they're the ones that are lost. You know, the people who think that they think that you're dumb. They're the ones that are lost. You know that's the
fucking true, man.
And that's what I've experienced, and that's what I've experienced in this reality, and with jobs and with material things. Like the people who seem to have it all, they're probably the most internally fucked up. You know, they're probably the most suffering deeply the most, and that's just something you see over and over again. And that's why they get into this weird shit, like with the Epstein Island and all this kind of weird shit, like Diddy, where he's just partying for 3 days, 4 days straight, you know, doing the weirdest, perverted shit, because they have nothing inside them. They want to fill that void with something. And when it's not something that's spiritual, it's something that's just self-destructive, you know?
Damn, that's
and it'll just
true,
destroy you and destroy everybody around you. And you just see that over and over again. But that brings up that good point with right now. So we're talking about all that kind of stuff. The economy, I think that they're making a lot of plays. They're making a lot of plays with the economy. Because if they tank the economy, that means that a lot of people have to join the army. And so if you look at the army rates, it says, I came across an article, it says that the army has reached their fulfillment in their recruitment quota 4 months ahead of schedule. So obviously when the economy is so bad like it is right now, where people don't want to spend, you know, you go to the grocery store, normal groceries is like $100 you know?
Yeah.
It's like
for like 5 items, bro.
5 items,
6 items, you're like,
damn
it's
bucks.
already $100.
It's like, of course, a certain amount of people are going to join the military. So the military rates went up ahead of schedule, 4 months ahead of schedule. Think about that. People who don't want to go to the military, they're forced to go because that's the way that they set it up on purpose.
Damn.
Think about that. What are they setting up?
That's crazy as hell, bro.
What are they setting up?
That's crazy, yeah. Maybe, like joining the force.
They're trying to start something up. They're trying to build something up. They're trying to build towards something.
That's crazy, bro. That is crazy, man.
You have to realize that they're trying to find a lot of different ways to control you. And one of the biggest ways is through wages and through, like if you look at their new incentive, they had a month ago, they came out with, if you have a kid, we'll pay you $1,000, right? Per kid, which is nothing, obviously. $1,000 per kid, that shit ain't nothing. But they want the most people who I've seen struggling in this modern time in California, bro. And I'm talking about Southern California. I'm not talking about if you're from Kentucky or whatever. I'm talking about in my experience right here. The most people who struggle are the people who have a lot of kids. Like, that's something you have to think about, bro. Like, this is just the way things are structured. They want you to have something to work towards. Like, this is a hard conversation to have, honestly, because a lot of you out there, maybe you have a baby, you have kids, and it's hard to hear this. And I'm not trying to go against you. I'm not trying to put you down. Mm-hmm. But what my thing is just trying to speak to how it is, you know? They want people to have kids because if you have a kid and you can't support them, you're going to have 5 jobs. You're going to have 6 jobs. You're going to have 7 jobs. And the second you have 7 jobs, you can't speak the truth. You can't follow the truth. You have to follow your job. And when you follow your job, you can't say anything, bro. You can't speak. You're like, I just have to feed my family. And it's like, yeah, that's respectable. But at the same time, it's like they want you to feel that way because that's how they get you.
You're obligated to work.
That's how they get you stuck, bro. Like once you have that, oh shit, I have to do this, otherwise everything's fucked. Yeah, that's what they want. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, damn, that's what they want, bro.
I never thought of that, bro.
That's what they want.
Damn,
so that's why you're like, oh, everybody have kids. We'll give you $1,000. We'll give everybody $1,000 who has kids. Yeah, they want you to be stuck. They want you to have 6 fucking jobs because you can't. You go to a grocery store, it's fucking $150 for fucking milk and some bullshit that you get. That's what they want, idiots.
Yeah, bro, that's
like, not
crazy.
to talk shit on people who have kids, because I know a lot of people out there who have babies and they're really struggling to maintain them. But those are the people who I see the most really struggling, bro. Like the people who are really fucking grinding it out, struggling, are the people who have actually something to support. And it's like you have to, if you're a youngster, you have to really think it clearly. Like, maybe that's not the move in this area of the world, you know? Maybe that's not the move. Maybe you have to have a certain amount of freedom to keep yourself from getting stuck in that trap. And we're not talking bad about people who have kids, because you have to be practical at the same time. Like, yeah, you do have a kid you have to raise, and that's how it's structured. It's structured for you to fucking like grind it out, and like you can't speak out, because the second you speak out, you lose your job. The second you speak the truth, you fucking lose your job, you lose your friends. The second you speak anything real, a shitload of people are gonna start, oh, he's not my friend anymore. Oh, they weren't your friend to begin with at the end of the day, so fuck you too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the real ones will stick with you with thick and thin, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Thick and thin, bro. They'll support you no matter what. Fucking,
like, there you go. That's a good sign right there. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that. We got ducks over here and
with the perfect sunlight on them.
Little chicks over here too, bro. And telling you right there, and they feel the vibe over here, bro. Good ass vibes only. But yeah, they do feel that, bro. Like if you tell them the truth, they get butthurt, and if they don't, they still won't even be with your side. So that's why it's like you can count your real friends with your fingertips, bro.
That's a fact.
Like straight up like that, bro. That's why a lot of people, you don't have real friends, bro, and they're skeptical about everybody. Like, is this fool gonna just rob me? Is he lying to me? Is he doing this and that? Is he gonna go with my bitch or whatever? You know, and that's why in the long run, you see your real true friends, bro. You see their true colors. The people that been with you, no matter what you said, no matter what you say, and they still they don't really care what you say, bro, because they already know how like we said, correct your personality, your characteristics. They believe on that you're a good person and you're not doing no harm, and you just speak the facts, speak what you want to say, you know, like the truth. And a lot of people are afraid of that. And I think that is also too hard to find, bro. It's really hard to find people that tell you the truth, bro. And it's hard to find basically true friends like that, because true friends will not judge you on who you vote for or how you are, but they treat you on
as a person,
bro. Like, you know these fools, you're humble, you're a true ass fool, and they fucking they believe you, bro, because they see what you are, bro, and they stick with you for all these years. And yeah, basically that, bro. Like, basically you're a truth ass fool, bro. You're sugarcoating anything and you're making everything good, bro, you know?
Exactly. And that brings up this other point too that you guys got to keep an eye out for. There's a lot of pages out there that are actually as much as I've been posting with we've been posting with all this Foo-ology stuff and all this kind of stuff. I've been seeing all these pages come up, and from there's a page called Me Santana. They post all criminal activities. Like, they post, instead of showing good things about the community, they post bad things. Like, they post raza getting locked up and fucking gangbanging, all this shit. And they're like, and I commented on one of the clips. I'm like, bro, I think you're doing more of a fucking propaganda for the other side than the fucking crooks, basically.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're doing more of a disservice by showcasing this kind of thing that you call reality, which is really not reality. Because if you live in the city, you live in any city, you realize that it's not really that bad. Like, all that shit is not a war zone, bro. This shit's not Iraq. It's just a regular fucking city. There's crime. crime, there's bad things, but at the same time, it's like, like there's always gonna be crime everywhere you go. That's just the nature of life, bro.
Damn.
And it's like you're over here showcasing the crime, like if it's the reality of life, but you're playing a game. And you're serving a purpose that's not gonna help people. You're brainwashing the youth, because a lot of youth I've been around, they see these videos and they see that, and then they're like, "Oh, I want to be that. I want to be a gangster that gets locked up. I want to be that shit." And it's like, you're doing a disservice to the community by showcasing that, and you have to know that that's what it is. And honestly, I think that this page and a lot of pages are not run by people who live in these communities. They're run by people who are contracted by certain people with money and agenda to push a message. So you have to really, all the pages you follow that post this shit, you have to really question who's really running it. Because at the end of the day, it might not be your neighbors, bro. It might not be people like you. It's people who are pushing you images for you to, for the kids, mostly the kids to be influenced. It's mostly about the kids, because the kids are the easiest ones. Think about this, bro. Growing up, I've had so many situations where, a kid will watch the movie Blood In, Blood Out, right? Which a lot of people love that movie, and maybe a lot of people don't think about it in a negative way, but they'll watch a movie like this and they'll turn into the biggest gangbanger you ever seen. And it's
that's
like,
true,
it's
bro.
all fake. It's all media hype. And it's like, you can tell this kid a million different things, but once he watches this movie, that's his choice in life. He wants to be that, and he ends up in jail. And I've seen this multiple times. I've seen it with my own family. I've seen it where they watch a movie and they're like, I want to be that person in that movie. And they end up fucking locked up. And I have a lot of family members that are locked up 10 fucking years for bullshit because of that movie when they watch it at 11 years old. It's some bullshit, and this is another control tactic that you have to realize. You have to see through the bullshit, bro. They're trying to attack you. They're not trying to help you. So remember this. These pages you come across with this glorifying gangbanging, the graffiti bullshit, it doesn't matter. It's not a war zone, bro. These cities are not that bad. Yeah, there's homelessness, there's bad shit, there's crime everywhere, bro. It's not that bad. Wake the fuck up, bro. Like, straight up like that. You're not a tough guy because you fucking see this bullshit, bro. Anyway, we could rush it out. What
And
point
there,
you
bro,
want to end off on?
And
We should say the cowboy point too.
yeah,
The Andrew Tate shit. You want to say it? Go
yeah.
ahead.
Watch out for your thing, though, bro. Let's just look at that.
We have at least 5 minutes. Let's do it.
It's not gonna get your.
It's just a chart.
5 minutes.
Yeah,
5 minutes.
bro.
Fuck, bro. No, Bob. You just straight up gave true facts right there, bro. Like, it's man, that Andrew Tate fool. That fool just be rage.
Wait, what clip was it, bro?
That clown. That fool said that something about like Latinas and shit. That fool said something about Latinas and if
you like Latinas, you're a fag, basically.
you're a fag, yeah. That's what that fool said. But I feel like a lot of Latinas don't even fuck with this fool. That's why he be saying that shit, bro. He just wants to get back on the people that didn't want to fuck with them in the first place.
Yeah.
And
like Trump, because Trump, they said Trump, a lot of Latinos rejected him. So he tried to go for some high school rejected.
he's trying to go back on, like, you know what, like
fuck these women.
fuck this culture. Like, I'm gonna get back at you just because I have this following, and whatever I say is right. And man, bitch, you're a bitch ass fool, bro. Like, you ain't no fucking man. If we went at MMA shit, I would fucking challenge your ass if I was your fucking weight, bro. I don't give a fuck if you're a kickboxing champion, bro. Shit, man. If I was your weight, I'll fucking challenge your bitch ass fool. But besides that, he just wants to make people mad, bro. He just wants to because he knows that Mexicans are growing in USA, and maybe there's an agenda saying like, talk down on this culture here because it's getting overpopulated in the US, bro. And we are popping, bro. We're like, look at all the races, bro. We have I'm sure we're number one up there somewhere, bro. But
Yeah, you're right.
that fool be talking about like Latina shit, and I'm like, man, ain't nothing beautiful than Latinas and black women, bro. He never talk, like, like straight up, bro. Like,
there you go.
other races, like, man, you could deal with them, bro. But at the same time, it's like Yeah, he probably got shut down by so many Latinas. Like, man, I don't give a fuck how much money you are. You got a Bugatti, you can suck my dick by fucking my nut full. That shit ain't fucking. I don't give a fuck about your money, and that's why it goes back to on that culture, bro. Like, some women, they'll just date you because you're cool, bro. They don't. They're not gonna fucking judge you if you're driving a Honda, bro. This fool thinks that just you have to get a Lamborghini, bro. This fool been fucking dating gold diggers since the get go, bro.
Yeah.
This fool said,
That's
"Oh,
why
you
his
got
whole thing is trying to get a Ferrari so they can love me.
yeah." This fool said like, "Oh, you gotta get a Barbie from Russia." Yeah, that Barbie's gonna fucking milk your money, pussy. How much you pay her a month just to hang out with you, fool? These fools be
that,
out
yeah.
here saying that they be just with me just because I'm rich. Oh, obviously because I'm rich and shit, but they're not with you because how you are, bro. They're because they see what you have and you know they could take advantage, and they do take advantage of your bitch ass too, bro.
Yeah.
But the true women will love you because of just how you are, bro. Like, you're just chill. It don't matter if you have $1 million or fucking $1,000, bro. The chill ass woman will date you because you're cool, you're respectful, you're humble, and you're
A real person,
funny,
basically.
a real ass dude, bro. Like how everybody's supposed to be. But obviously, you have some other clowns over here saying that you have to be a certain
feeding
way,
them bullshit, basically.
and they're feeding the youth that you have to get in that fucking that zone where you have to get a Bugatti, a fucking Lamborghini. No, bro. Fool, if you get that, fool, think about this, bro. If this clown is telling you get this shit, that's already a fucking failure, bro. Don't listen to this retard, bro. This fool's a retard, bro. Andrew Tate's a dumbass fool, bro. Because if he wants you to say you got to get that Lamborghini, you got to get that Bugatti, think about this. As a real ass dude,
Well, you
bro.
have a wife.
Fool, like, as a real ass fool, bro. Do you want more liabilities or you want more assets, bro? So, all right. So, go ahead. Go get that Lamborghini. It's gonna cost you, say, the cheapest one, $200,000. You buy that. Put your $200,000 down. Boom, whatever. With the car insurance, how much you gonna pay a month? $2,000 a month, probably more. You're fucking wasting your fucking money, bro, on paying a stupid ass car that people don't even give a fuck about who you are, bro, or who you is, bro. And if you buy a home, so this is what I would do as a real ass fool. Fool, buy things, assets that make you money, not things that are gonna take money away from you. If you can afford it, cool. But if you can't, and you're like middle class, whatever, bro, like, buy things that are gonna make you money. Who gives a fuck about the Lamborghini, the Bugatti? Fuck that fool. That fool was a rat from the get-go. He was fucking pimping out women, and he's lucky he didn't end up in fucking prison because he had good lawyers. But yeah, I wouldn't want to go out like that in the first place, bro. Like, you're pimping out women, you're making money off these girls, and they're like, oh yeah, whatever. I'm laughing at you because you're not making money. Yeah, when you're fucking dead, bro, I'm not gonna say like, like I said before, bro. When I die, I want to see like, hey, at least I helped these guys out, and they did what they had to do, and they went on the real path, and I motivated them to do good things, not fucking bad things, pimping out all these fucking 18-year-old girls, bro. But this will be doing that shit, bro. And now all these youngsters want to do that, so it's like, it's fucking up your mind, bro. It's fucking up their mind, bro. Like, you know.
And that's the thing that we were going to talk about too. Well, that's the thing that I'm gonna bring up right now too. It's like, there's a media war, really. People want to make it seem like it's not against Mexicans. They're just like, oh, it's just about criminals and illegals. Like, it's just about, if you don't do crime, if you come into this country legally, then we're good with you. But that's not how it is, bro. Like, if you're Mexican, if you're legal, if you're not a criminal, like me, I'm in a criminal. I ain't doing none of that shit. And I noticed that, yeah, the world treats you differently because of all this bullshit that's been putting on the media. And I noticed that personally, bro. And this is the fact. It's like, it's against all Mexicans, bro. And that's just the truth of it.
Yeah.
And you know what it is? I think that they hate Mexicans because they want to be Mexican. They want what we have.
Damn,
and if you look at the U.S.
fact,
media, their highest ideals for masculinity are the American cowboy, which is just a bastardized Mexican. The American cowboy is a Mexican. John Wayne, Clint Eastwood, these are just stupid ass Mexicans, bro. So you guys just want to be Mexican. So you're hating on us because they hate us because they ain't us, basically, right?
Yeah, that's exactly true. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just straight like that, and we're gonna have to wrap this up because this shit's coming up.
This shit's coming straight up, mate. But
you know what? They're attacking Mexicans because there's just a media war against us, and if you're Mexican, you have to see through left and right. You have to see through both sides, and you have to realize they're attacking you, they're attacking your family, and it affects every single person, bro. And it's all a fucking lie, because
it's all a lie, bro.
They're all trying to fight each other and trying to make you fight with your neighbor, even if they see different things. But the real people in power are the ones that are distracting, like Trump. That whole Trump and Elon Musk thing, it's a crazy distraction from his whole Epstein files thing. So they're trying to distract you, and they're trying to make you guys fight while they go and rob the country, and they rob the countries blind. They rob everybody blind while you guys fight your own fucking neighbor.
Damn,
that shit, bro.
Fucking straight up fact.
So
we'll be back next week. That's a wrap for this one. Thank you guys for tuning in and liking our page.
Make sure to
we
follow,
appreciate
leave a 5-star, bro.
Follow and everything, bro. Damn, bro, you're fucking thick, bro.